I want to live in a world where we celebrate doctors like Dr. Berry that are actually healing people. In today's video, we have the amazing Dr. Ken Berry going head-to-head with the doctor at Fox News, Dr. Marc Siegel, and they have some differing opinions on the carnivore diet, and I want to watch this and give you my reaction and my thoughts to it. Let's get started.
Others have this take.
America has a big ultra-processed junk food problem, and carnivore babies is not a new fad. This is actually the original way that humans fed their babies 100 years ago, 500 years, 5,000 years ago. What's not natural is the little puffs and the little treats that big food makes and tries to then tell us and propagandize us into believing is actual human food.
All right, my favorite myth buster when it comes to health, Dr. Marc Siegel, Fox News senior medical analyst. He's absolutely right. This is nothing new. And hey, I'm all for anything that keeps our babies from getting hooked on sugar, carbs, and...
Real professional operation they have going here when someone's phone is ringing during the interview.
And all sorts of processed foods. What's your take on carnivore kids?
Well, I think it's bad, Harris, and I think it's bad for kids. And I like the picture in the Wall Street Journal that shows a baby grabbing for a lamb chop because I think it's making the point that it's an addiction. Food is an addiction.
What? It's making a point because the baby wants meat. The baby is addicted. How about instincts? The baby's instinct is to eat the meat. The baby's instinct is to spit out the bitter, disgusting broccoli that's got glyphosate and pesticides and all sorts of other chemicals. The baby spits that out of instinct, and the baby eats the meat out of instinct, not addiction. If that logic were true, then how about this? We should probably have cows stop eating grass. Because I believe that you look around and the cows just keep going for more and more grass, and that's all they eat is grass. They're addicted. Cows are addicted to grass. We should feed them baby formula and Cheerios instead, and then I'm sure the cows would be doing a lot better than they are now. Oh, by the way, the cows are doing just fine eating their proper species-appropriate diet. Babies are doing just fine when they're fed their proper species-appropriate diet. What happens when you don't feed them that? They end up with the terrible twos. They end up with ADHD. They end up as teenagers pre-diabetic with fatty livers and depression from not eating the proper human diet. Saying this is an addiction is borderline criminal, in my opinion. Millions of parents are going to watch this. Feeding your baby the most natural, proper food that humans have been eating since the start of time, and framing it as an addiction when the reality is, the truth is, what an inverted statement that is. The alternative is nothing more than addiction. Cartoon characters on cereal boxes, give them sugar, give them ice cream, give them candy, give them Cheerios, give them starch and carbs and sugar, and get them hooked from a young age. The alternative to feeding a baby a proper human diet is addiction. So framing it in this way is just so disingenuous and horrible. It's horrible because millions of people and parents are going to watch this and they're going to second guess feeding their baby the best possible food they could feed them in their world, their naturally intended diet. It's insanity. It's utter insanity.
Oh.
And I agree with RFK Jr. that we have to get away from ultra-processed foods because they're tasty for a reason. They got salt, they got sugar, they got fats, they're addicting. And then you can't get off them. But the same thing is true with this. If you start with a lot of red meat when you're little...
So he just listed everything else is addictive that RFK talks about. And by the way, he said he agrees with RFK. RFK just went on the news and said he eats a carnivore diet with some fermented vegetables. And Dr. Siegel just said that all those other things are addictive. Now he's saying meat's addictive, so everything's addictive? So we just shouldn't eat anything at all?
Okay, look, you get plenty of protein that way, and you get plenty of iron that way, but you don't get your vitamin C that way. You don't get your vegetables that way. You don't get your antioxidants.
I don't know if it came through on the speaker, but I don't know if it's Dr. Siegel's phone or the reporter interviewing him, but someone's phone keeps going up. I am a homesteading YouTuber from Montello, Wisconsin, population 1,400. And I do these stupid little YouTube videos, and I know better to turn my phone off. This is a major production with millions of people watching, and the phone's gone off 3 times now.
And it's a high inflammation diet, which means later on, when you get to be an adult, you end up with heart disease, you end up with cancer, you end up with diabetes, and you end up...
High inflammation diet? Are you kidding me? Literally. If you wanted to reduce inflammation, I would bet my house, I would bet my life, I would bet every penny I have in the bank. There is no better way in the world, if you have to eat food, to get rid of inflammation than the carnivore diet. I have talked to thousands of people at this point. I've interviewed hundreds of carnivores. It's the first thing that happens for all of them, and normally around 2 or 3 weeks, their inflammation goes away on carnivore. And he's suggesting that it's inflammatory. Where's the evidence for that? Where's the studies? Where's the proof that eating meat is inflammatory? There's literally no evidence. I'll tell you what right now, anyone out there, you want to find me a legit scientific study that shows that eating meat or a carnivore diet for babies or adults is inflammatory, I will personally PayPal you $1,000 out of my own personal account. You won't be able to do it. It is the complete, utter opposite of the truth. You couldn't, here's the truth over here. You look on the opposite 180 degrees on the spectrum, opposite end of the spectrum, and he's speaking the exact precise opposite of what the truth is. Carnivore is incredible because it is anti-inflammatory. It reduces all the inflammation. I could show you my blood work. I have like no inflammation anymore. Every carnivore I talk to, oh, I had lower back pain for years and years. I didn't know what it was. Turns out it was just inflammation. And when you have inflammation for years and years and decades, you end up with type 2 diabetes, you end up with a fatty liver, you end up with visceral fat around your organs, you end up sluggish, fatigued, with brain fog. And if you have chronic systemic inflammation for long enough with insulin resistance, you end up with cancer. None of that is from carnivore. That is from the opposite of eating carnivore, which this doctor is suggesting very foolishly. Millions of people are going to see this. Shame on you, Dr. Siegel.
With obesity. This is a very bad diet to get addicted to as a kid.
So if kids that are eating carnivore, he's suggesting when they get to be adult, they end up with heart disease, cancer. Where's the proof for this? What kids in earlier generation were doing that are now adults and they're getting heart disease and cancer? Show me the study. Show me the proof. Show me these people. Carnivore is just like hitting mainstream. It's not even barely mainstream now if you're not on YouTube. Most people don't even know about it. Who are all these kids that were eating carnivore as babies and now they're getting heart disease, diabetes, and cancer? It's this is so frustrating because literally what he is saying is 100% without a doubt applicable to the opposite of carnivore. What he is suggesting. Don't put your kids on carnivore. Put them down this path. They go down this path and they're going to end up with heart disease, cancer, diabetes, depression, anxiety, all these metabolic issues that we have over and over again. He's literally speaking the precise opposite of the truth.
And yes, the word is addiction. Addiction?
Show me the proof that there's addiction. Because 92% of Americans walking around right now have poor metabolic health. I believe 92% of them have that because they're addicted. They're not addicted to carnivore. None of those people are doing carnivore. They're eating the standard American diet. They're consuming excess carbohydrates. They have insulin resistance and inflammation. None of them are eating carnivore. Let me ask you this, friendly viewer that's watching this and considering what Dr. Marc Siegel is saying. How many people do you know that have died from heart disease? Probably a couple, sadly. I've lost loved ones to heart disease. Not a single one of them was eating a carnivore diet. They were eating the standard American diet, which is 80% carbs and starch and sugar and a little bit of meat on the side. I know Dr. Siegel will blame it on the meat. All that other stuff gets a pass. That is insanity right there, what he is suggesting.
So just moderation, though. I mean, I used to do this to some degree with the baby food processor.
I got to stop this video. I'm going to lose it. This is our mainstream. These are the geniuses that millions of people are listening to. So she's suggesting just moderation, just moderation. 92% of America has poor metabolic health because they are addicted to carbs and sugar and starches and grains. They all break down in the system into your blood as glucose. You get a dopamine spike and you want more and more. We are living in a world of addicts where adults are getting limbs amputated from type 2 diabetes and they can't stop eating the carbs and the sugar. You don't moderate an addiction. This whole moderation thing is a kindergartner could understand that is foolishness. I don't know what Dr. Siegel's going to say, but she's suggesting moderation, and that drives me absolutely insane. That is the reason I yo-yo dieted for 10 years before I found carnivore, because I would lose a little bit of weight and then I'd say, I just got to moderate. Can you tell me any other addiction in the world where moderation works? Do you know any alcoholics that were horrible alcoholics their entire life for 40 years, and then they quit alcohol, and then they said, oh, I did good for 2 months. Now I'm going to drink alcohol in moderation. I'm just going to have a little beer here. On Saturdays, I'll have a beer. On Sunday nights, I'll have some wine. You abstain from an addiction. You don't moderate it. You get everything you need in the proper proportions from eating meat, and you're missing nothing. I've been eating carnivore for 880 days now. I just had all my blood work done. I got all the work done, and I specifically looked into my blood work to see, was I deficient in anything that I would be getting from fruits or vegetables? Nothing. My testosterone doubled on carnivore. My ejection fraction went from 44 to 60, reversing my congestive heart failure on carnivore. I no longer have IBS. I don't snore anymore. And all of that was from eating only meat, no vegetables or fruit. Because I tried eating fruit and vegetables on a strict ketogenic diet, as he's suggesting, for a year. I did that for a year, and I suffered for a year. This advice from Dr. Siegel, it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. Parents are going to watch this. They're going to be second guessing what they should be feeding their babies. And it would be one thing if it was just like, I don't know, it's just an opinion. What he is saying is, mark my words on this, what he is saying is 100% in complete opposition from the truth. Carnivore is the least inflammatory diet on the planet. Other than fasting, there's no other way to have less inflammation in your body than eating a carnivore diet. And it's the least addictive thing we could do. It's why so many people are succeeding on carnivores, because they're getting out of the standard American diet addiction, the fruit 3 times a day, spiking their dopamine and wanting more and more of it, and never getting satiated, never getting full addiction. Shame on you, Dr. Siegel, and huge credit to Dr. Berry for absolutely speaking the truth and knocking it out of the park again. Dr. Berry needs to get hired by Fox News to be the medical consultant, because he knows what he's talking about. And thousands of people have told Dr. Berry, you saved my life. Taking his advice to go carnivore or keto or eat a proper human diet. Not taking the advice that Dr. Siegel's recommended. I would like to put Dr. Marc Siegel's record side by side with Dr. Ken Berry's. How many people, Dr. Siegel, have people come to you and said, Dr. Siegel, your advice saved my life? I can almost guarantee you it's a big fat 0. And my friend, that is very pathetic considering the reach you have being a medical consultant on Fox News for over a decade now. Millions and millions and millions of people have heard you speak. How many of those people have you truly found healing for, like Dr. Ken Berry has? I'd be willing to bet it's a big fat 0. I did a video not too long ago, 45 minutes. Hundreds of people saying, Dr. Ken Berry, my type 2 diabetes reversed. Dr. Ken Berry, you saved my life. Dr. Ken Berry, you saved my life.
I want to live in a world where we celebrate doctors like Dr. Berry that are actually healing people.
Dr. Berry has definitely saved my life.
And it all started when I started listening to a man named Dr. Ken Berry.
And for all that I have benefited, Dr. Berry.
I'm from Taiwan. So first of all, this condition is just scary. I might go blind at any time. I'm in a very bad state. I also feel pretty anxious. I had high floaters. I have scoliosis. I feel like a little bit hopeless. One day came across Dr. Berry's video.
Do you feel like Dr. Berry was a big part of your journey?
Yeah, for sure. If you don't mind, say thank you to him for me.
I was pre-diabetic. I was very anxious. I didn't know what was wrong with me because my back hurt all the time, my knees. I was in so much pain.
After I went carnivore, I feel like this kind of loneliness started to fade away. Yeah, so I started to become able to feel happy on my own. Dr. Berry, my name is Leo. I'm from Taiwan. Thank you so much for your content. Thank you for doing your work. And right now I feel so happy.
My thanks are profound.
Dr. Ken Berry, and thank him for...
Dr. Berry has saved my life.
Thank you for saving my life.
Right after I saw Carrie Mann's 30-day video and it got me started on the path to healing, the very next video I went to was one of Dr. Berry's. I'm 67 now. I'm 50 pounds lighter than I was a year ago, and I feel better than I have in 20 or 30 years. Thank you so much for giving me the tools to take control of my own health and my own life. Dr. Berry, you rock. Thank you.
I've been on the carnivore diet since March 3rd, 2023, and the whole reason I did it, and the whole reason I've been on it so long, is because of a stupid YouTube video that said how to start the carnivore diet by this guy, Dr. Berry, and I have lost 84 pounds. 84 pounds. I've been cured of things that I didn't even know that could be cured. And here I am, living better, living my life, and having a wonderful time, all because of Dr. Berry. Dr. Berry has saved my life.
4 years ago, I discovered you on YouTube. Thank you for helping me get my life back.
Hi, Dr. Berry. When Jim and I met you in spring in San Antonio, I shook your hand and I looked you in the eye and said, thank you for being a doctor I can trust. Because I've never had one of those before. And I meant it. And I can't say that I needed you to save my life, but I can be darn sure that you added years to it. Because I'm healthier. It's proven. I'm happier, and I'm even stronger. Because you cared. You cared enough to make a difference for all of us. Thank you.
And a guy kept coming up on the algorithm. Dr. Ken Berry. Dr. Ken Berry saved my life. He's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I was 270 pounds within carnivore. I'd gone down to 154 pounds.
Yeah, I do credit Dr. Berry with saving my life.
I was pretty much in a dark place. Had lost my way until I found Dr. Berry's videos on carnivore. I thought, who is this crazy guy? Just eat meat. Here I am 3 years later, down over 500 pounds. My life has changed. Thanks to Dr. Berry, I have my life back.
My name is Carrie. I'm filming a documentary called Healing Humanity. And if you want to see more stories like the story you're watching right now, please help us out. Our project is entirely crowdfunded. I've been working on it for 2 years now. We want to get more stories like this from all around the world. Please donate at donate.healinghumanity.movie. Every penny goes towards the documentary. I've been working on this for 2 years now. I haven't taken a single paycheck, and I never will. Our goal is to reach millions of people who are hopeless in the world. We're doing a documentary, we're doing a series. If you want to support us, please donate or join our membership site so we can support you. $15 for your first month, special offer in the description below. Sign up for our newsletter, buy our merchandise, our Healing Humanity shirts, and all of those proceeds go 100% towards our documentary. Thank you so much. Now back to today's video.
There's so many out there, so many people. I read all the comments. I love reading the comments.
Dr. Berry saved my life.
I owe you so much more than thank you. Dr. Ken D. Berry, you saved my life.
Thank you so much, Dr. Berry. You have saved my life and so many others.
Ken Berry, I just want to take a moment to thank you and let you know your videos likely saved my life.
Thank you. You saved my life, Dr. Berry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dr. Berry.
Ken Berry, and thank you, Nisha. You saved my life.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ken D. Berry. You saved my life and my husband's.
Thanks, Doctor.
You're my hero because your advice saved my life.
Dr. Berry saved my life.
Berry saved my life. At 77, my doctor was amazed at my last blood report.
Dr. Berry and Nisha saved my life.
Dr. Berry, I discovered you about a year ago, and I can honestly say you have saved my life. I now know why I was depressed for so many years.
Dr. Berry is just a dude, but to me he is a saint because he saved my life. I have 2 young kids and finding this diet saved my life, and I have so much more to give them now.
Dr. Berry saved my life.
Dr. Berry saved my life and reversed my mom's type 2 diabetes.
Berry, you saved my life. And have to tell you that you have saved my life.
Dr. Berry, he saved my life.
It not only changed my life, it probably saved my life.
Dr. Berry saved my life.
He saved my life in 2022.
Berry, you saved my life.
This man has saved my life.
Dr. Berry, you 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 have saved my life.
You saved my life next to Jesus.
Dr. Berry's advice saved my life.
Berry, you saved my life.
Thank you. You saved my life. God bless you, Doctor.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Dr. Berry. And Nisha, you guys have saved my life. I literally reversed type 2 diabetes in just 3 months.
I think you may have saved my life.
Carnivore and Dr. Berry saved my life.
Love you, Dr. Berry. You saved my life from ignorance, and now I'm reaching out to all my family as a prime example of carnivore.
Dr. Berry saved my life.
Dr. Ken Berry saved my life.
Thank you, Dr. Ken Berry. You saved my life.
Thank you. You have saved my life.
Dr. Berry saved my life.
Dr. Ken Berry and Carnivore saved my life.
Dr. Berry saved my life.
You and Nisha are wonderful and saved my life.
Dr. Berry literally saved my life.
Thank you, Dr. Berry. You have saved my life.
Ken Berry saved my life.
Love you, Dr. Berry. Your videos have saved my life.
Berry, nearly 2 years, and I feel as if he has saved my life.
I know we haven't met yet, but I'm pretty sure you saved my life.
No doctor suggested diet change, only pills. Dr. Berry saved my life.
This has literally saved my life.
Dr. Berry, I think you may have just saved my life. You saved my life, and I will be forever grateful.
Thank you for all you do, Dr. Berry. You have saved my life.
Dr. Berry, along with other influencers, saved my life, my dignity.
Berry saved my life and changed my entire view on everything food and health.
Thank goodness once again for your channel, and I truly believe that you saved my life.
Ken Berry saved my life.
Dr. Berry, you saved my life.
Ken Berry saved my life.
You saved my life.
You have saved my life.
You saved my life.
Saved my life.
You saved my life.
You saved my life.
You saved my life.
Saved my life.
Berry saved my life.
You have saved my life.
Dr. Berry saved my life.
You saved my life.
Berry saved my life.
You saved my life.
Saved my life.
Saved my life, Dr. Berry.
You saved my life.
This man saved.
Berry saved my life.
Sorry I got a little fired up on this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please share it with a friend. Leave a comment down below. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'm filming a documentary on the carnivore diet, and we have a new trailer coming out soon. Sign up for our email newsletter, link in the description below, so you can be the first to watch our new trailer that is about to drop very soon. Thank you so much for watching. That was one cut, no edits.